Should you use Trulia or Zillow to sell your house fast for cash? I'm Mark from M1 Home Buyers, and we're going to try to answer that question really quickly here in a little video that we've prepared. So Trulia and Zillow are great tools, especially because they're free, they're easy to use, and they have tons of research material that they can offer a prospective buyer. And I feel like these tools are geared towards buyers, tons of research material. You'll also get lots of exposure. So your listing on Trulia is going to be seen by thousands, if not millions of eyeballs. These things make them great tools. And there are several other things. I'm going to assume you're familiar with these services though, and I won't belabor the point, and I'll get to some of the cons. If you're looking to avoid commissions like those you might pay to a real estate agent, you do have to still pay commissions through these services. So with Zillow, you're looking at a minimum of $3,000, and then if your home sells for $350,000 or more, you're in their 1% range. So you will still pay some fees. Also, another con is that Zestimates are not always accurate. So unlike what a real estate agent would do, where they would probably understand your neighborhood because they're local, they would pull comparable homes, they would know block by block what different factors are going to affect a sale price. Zestimates can be inaccurate because they are not as nuanced in their capability to pull together all these little factors like neighborhood and home style or ages of different areas. Also, your listing may not appear right away in the feed. So it can take a few days for your listing to spool up to where people are seeing it. So if you are in a hot market and things are coming on and off really fast, days can make a big difference in getting an offer. And also, as soon as you list your home up there, you're going to get bombarded by calls from realtors that want to help you sell this house. So be prepared for that if you do decide to use it. Now, whether or not it's a good tool for you to use is going to depend on a couple of factors: your house and your timeline. So let's take a look at these. So if your house is above that $350,000 mark, it's likely that you are playing in a different ball game, and you're probably going to be using a realtor because you have a bit of a higher end home. And so in that case, exclusively using these services is probably not even on the table for you anyway. So let's write them off. Is your house turnkey? And by that I mean, are the kitchens and bathrooms updated? Is the roof in good shape? Is it ready to go? Can somebody stick a key in it and just be ready to move in without any work? If so, then that's probably a great candidate for Zillow and Trulia, because people that are looking on those sites for homes want to move in. They're not looking for a fixer-upper. They're looking for something they can just jump right into and hit the ground running. So if you fall into these two, then great. If not, let's move on to a category that you may fall into. And these are houses that need to be sold on a timeline. So there's a little bit of urgency. Maybe there's a life event that has prompted the sale. Maybe there was a death, unfortunately, that has prompted a house to go into probate. So you will have inherited it, and maybe you don't want to keep it. You need to get rid of it. Maybe it's not in good shape. Maybe it's got back taxes, who knows. Divorce can also force a home sale. Relocation can cause you to need to sell a house quickly. Some other things: if your house is distressed, if it needs work, if the roof is bad, if there's a foundation issue, if it's in dire need of an update, or if it's just worn down. Sometimes people are in danger of losing a home because of back taxes or failure to keep up with mortgage payments. So these can all be reasons that you might have to sell quickly, okay? In these cases, Trillo is probably not going to be Trillo. That's a combination of Trulia and Zillow. Zillow is probably not going to be a great option because you're going to be pitching to an audience that wants to see a house that's ready to go, one that's going to require a lot of realtors to come visit the house with clients and walk them through. And so what option do you have now if you have a house that falls into this category? Might I recommend you sell to an investor like M1 Home Buyers? What we're going to do is take a lot of the complications that would come along with servicing a listing like this off the table, and we're going to handle them for you. So if your house does fall into these categories, we will be able to get rid of your taxes, pay you cash, and you can walk away. Or we will be able to work with the bank to handle the foreclosure process and let you walk away. Those are all things that are going to make selling in the traditional way through a Zillow very difficult. So the answer to this question, should I use Zillow or Trulia to sell my house for cash? It really depends on the circumstance that you're in. It depends on how soon you need to sell and what the condition of your house is in. So if you'd like a little bit more help answering this question or any other real estate question, if you're interested in selling your house for cash and you don't want to go through the traditional process, we would love to speak with you. Give us a call, 248-934-0946, and you can always find us on the web at m1homebuyers.com. Thanks a lot, and we'll see you soon.